Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all honor, glory, and praises to
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem Kakwadash.
Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, salutations to the whole elect. All right, it's GMS Pittsburgh. Once again, through the spirit of power of Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushua, coming in another week. Okay, to prophesy the downfall of Babylon, okay, aka America as you know it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and hey man, there's always something happening, right?
That's right.
Okay, but the more signs we see of the demise of this place, the closer we know we are to the kingdom.
Right.
The closer we know we are to the revolutionary act, so to speak, that will overturn the rulership, man. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see the routing up of the different spirits, okay? Or we just started impromptu. We didn't have
Brother.
okay, we probably have something to say.
Always. It says, I read it again. Book of Zephaniah, chapter 3, verse 5. The just Yahweh is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doeth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame.
See, the Most High brings his judgment to light every morning, man.
Mm-hmm.
People getting unalived through different various situations. These spirits of vengeance happening on people and just, hey, man, getting down, getting busy.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yep. Gotta preach another precept. The book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and Yahweh have not done it?
Right. If there's evil in the city, who do you think allowed or orchestrated that evil? Okay, the narrative of these Christians, or these people who don't know the Bible, was to say, well, Satan did it. There's no way God, you know, people are always making these statements. Or if there's a God, how could he let slavery happen?
Right.
If there's a God, how could he let all the wickedness happen on the earth? Because you niggas is getting done, like the scripture just said.
Mm-hmm.
Did somebody get that one that say, evil men understand not all the phone?
This is a phone,
What's the
bro,
service?
like Verizon.
I prefer T-Mobile. Let me keep tripping, we can switch them up.
Go ahead.
Should be charging up.
Shit.
Read it again, Bump Shot.
This is Proverbs chapter 28 and verse 5. Evil men understand not judgment,
Right.
but they that seek the Lord understand all things.
Right. Evil men don't understand judgment. An evil man will go out of the abundance of his own heart and speak things that are perverse.
Right.
We'll say, well, there's no way God, could let this happen. That must be Satan's works. Hey, man, all things go through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Okay?
Right. Yep.
And there's precepts on that if you want to bring them up. I know you got
No, I got a few articles here to go into. So this is I found this on USA Today. It says and they titled this "Only by God's Mercy That I Survived." So this must be someone who survived this death wave, right, from the heat. Can you get that real quick? The book of Revelation chapter 16 verse 9. We'll continue to bring it out about that extreme heat wave that the Lord has brought upon the earth, and a lot of people are being judged by it. So it says Hajj became a death march for 1,300 in extreme heat. The annual Muslim pilgrimage to the sacred city of Mecca that wrapped up last week became a death march for over 1,300 Hajj participants who died in temperatures that climbed above 124 degrees. Saudi Arabia's health minister, Fahad al-Jalahil, who on Sunday announced a death total of 1,301, blamed the fatalities on pilgrims walking long distances under direct sunlight without adequate shelter or comfort. The 5-6-day odyssey of hiking and prayer drew almost 2 million pilgrims from around the world. Fatalities included a number of elderly people and those suffering from chronic diseases. I think it's what's that word? Is that Jalajel? How they pronounce it? What is that? J.
Jalajel.
Jalajel?
That's his name, right?
Oh, yeah,
Jalajel.
Jalajel? It says Jalajel said about 83% of the fatalities were among people who were not authorized to make the pilgrimage. He said, "It is only by God's mercy that I survived, because it was incredibly hot." Aisha Idris, a Nigerian pilgrim, told the BBC more than 650 of those who died were Egyptian. At least 2 were American. And that's pretty much the point.
You said 650?
The people that died that were of the Egyptian ethnicity, so to speak.
So 650 were judged.
Yep.
Hey, call all y'all about Shemyaw Shai.
No. 1,300 were judged.
1,300.
650
Yeah.
was just the ethnicity of the people.
Yeah, I think it's
that
I think it said
Hey.
1301 was the
Yeah.
exact number.
1301? Oh,
Was how
hey.
many actually
Died.
was unalive.
Hey,
Yeah,
call all
yeah,
y'all
to
about
the heat.
Shemyaw
Yeah,
Shai.
yeah.
Right? That's it. We're going to read the prophecy, man.
Yeah.
But see, look, you other nations is about to find out, man. Your gods don't exist.
Good facts.
They don't exist. If you get some type of benefit, it's through a demon,
Come.
right? And the Lord he's the Lord of all the demons, man.
Yes, sir.
And
Right?
And Salaki, and those that will pervert justice will say that we're in the wrong for making such statements. The Lord, he just praised the Lord for that information. Why? Because the Most High did that to those people, man.
Right.
Whether you believe it or not. Bring this out. Isaiah 45:7 says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh, do all these things.
That's right.
We got a all powerful. That's why he was called this God Almighty, which in the Hebrew that's Allah Shadia, he terrible demon like power, right? So he got power over everything. Anything that happens to anybody on the earth, the Lord did it. And the Lord did that. Just 1301, right? 13,001 people, man.
Right.
And the Lord's gonna make those numbers go up.
All right, let's get it. Another one from ABC News. 4th victim dies after grocery store mass shooting in Arkansas. A 4th person has died on Saturday following a mass shooting at a grocery store in Arkansas, authorities said. Police responded to a shooting at the Mad Butcher grocery store in Fordyce, about 70 miles south of Little Rock. Early afternoon on Friday, police said. 3 civilians were killed at the shooting and 8 civilians were hurt, police said. The 4 victims were a 23-year-old, I'm not reading the names, but a 50-year-old, a 62-year-old, and 81-year-old. 2 law enforcement officers were also shot and suffered non-life-threatening injuries, police said. The remaining victims were 2 men and 5 women between the ages of 20 and 65. 4 of the victims remain hospitalized and 1 woman still in critical condition. 3 victims have been treated and released, Arkansas State Police said. The suspect was shot by officers and treated for non-life-threatening injuries will be charged with capital murder, Arkansas State Police said. So basically, you ain't safe nowhere. You ain't safe on the road because you got the road rage. You don't know how many unalive events that I see every day behind road rage, right? Oh, you at the stop sign too long, right? Oh, it's a green light. You there longer than 5 seconds. The person beeping at you, so now they pissed off. You might yell back. They just say, you know what? Fuck you and kill you.
Yeah.
Right? There's just so many different situations that take place with road rage incidents, you know?
I saw a video, an individual got over on the person that was already in the lane and pushed him into the shoulder. So the nigga that got pushed to the shoulder went around the nigga who got over on him with no blinker. The nigga that got over on him got mad and tried to run back up behind him. And so the nigga who had the speed got pushed on the shoulder, dude tried to get around him again. So he kind of moved in front of him. So dude wrecked out and then spent around and then hit a semi. Oh, he spent around in front of the white truck and ended up ramming into the side of a semi.
Great.
You know, but that was his judgment because he was in the wrong to begin with.
Absolutely. Right.
You know?
So it goes to what? So you're not safe on the road, right? Dealing with road rage.
Safe with the
Right? You ain't safe in a grocery store. And you can't even go get a pack of chicken. You know what I'm saying? Without things like this taking place. This is a random grocery store. Everybody just goes to the grocery store at random times. I might need some tea, whatever you may need. Right? You ain't expecting nobody to just open fire at in a public place, usually. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Usually that's not just a normal thing. That's why they call it like an act of the T word, you know? Just like what they call those people over there in the Middle East when they did that thing in New York, you know, with those 2 twin girls, you know what I'm saying?
Scariest.
Yeah.
Instead of the
You know?
T-word.
That was a big insurance policy.
Scaryism.
So you're not safe nowhere.
Nope.
You know? Oh, you ain't safe at home. Why? Because you know in situations where the authorities, right, come to the wrong address. You know what I'm saying? You know people got unalive because the authorities came to the wrong address when they do a raid. And then they got the nerve to say, I'm sorry, you know, it was a mistake. No, fuck all that, man.
I've seen situations where they got called to the residence and then they turned on the nigga who called them.
Yeah.
And take them niggas to
You see that shit?
Yeah.
You know?
That Jake, yeah, that was crazy.
You can't be a so-called good Samaritan all the time. You see that?
Yeah.
When Jake be trying to help people, and then when the police come, they get arrested or they get beat up. You're like, damn.
Or when they was at the Target where the two employees was arguing, and somebody got involved and then they got unalived by the one employee getting involved in business that ain't had nothing to do with it.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I remember that. And that, you know, that's why I remember Elder Apostle Rambam and other apostles too. Like, man, when you go out, go do what you gotta do and leave, man.
Yeah.
You don't need to linger there.
Right.
You know, that's usually how I am. I'll go in the grocery store and try to get what I need and then get out. I don't like shopping like that. You know, but I ain't gotta just linger in there, man. You got all these demons out here. You know. These people, it's gonna get worse and worse.
Worse and worse.
'Cause ain't nowhere safe. Right? There ain't no safety here. I'll find the scripture.
I got a scripture too, you know, because it's gonna be like that in the day of the Lord, and then the time's coming up to it as the plagues increase. Amos 5:18 says, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, or the day of Yahweh. To what end is it for you? The day of Yahweh is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him." So there's not going to be any escape from the turmoils. It's going to increase as we get closer to the day of Yahweh by Shah return, right? You know, that's going to be the end all be all right there, but it's going to get increasingly worse as depicted in 2 Corinthians 15 and 16.
I had a precept for you. This is Matthew chapter 24, right? Because it talks about the love of many wax and cold.
Okay, you got it? You got yours already? I'll read it now. Real quick, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 66, it says, "And thy life shall hang in doubt." Shit. I'll just read this. It says, "And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shall have no assurance of thy life." You know, now that's typically, you know, that's what we as a people, we as Israelites, that's what we would feel, right? All the different things that would take place upon us. This is how we would feel on a daily basis, right? We can get unalive whenever, right? Even when you go back into what, slavery, you can get your name called any given time, right? Hey, we need such and such, whatever beneficial reason they wanted you or needed you for, right? Whether it was sexual abuse, whether it was
Split up your family.
split up your family, whether it was to do
Do a Mandingo fight all of a
a
sudden.
Mandingo fight,
an experiment.
that's what I was about to say, yeah, like a
Yeah.
medical experiment.
Yeah.
You ain't know.
You could be in the sleep. You could be sleep with your wife. Y'all done jumped the broom.
Yep,
You
yep.
could wake up and now she getting ready.
Yeah,
And that's
Yeah.
In front of your
that's in
face.
there.
right.
Another man shall lie with you.
Mhm.
Marry your wife. Another man shall lie with you.
Mm-hmm. And so Jake feared day and night. You know what I mean? But now look at it. With the devil in power, the whole earth is going through it. Everybody fearing day and night. You know what I'm saying? Nobody know when your light bill gonna get cut off, or you know a repo man gonna come take your vehicle. You know your home, get that that little lock with the little keypad joint on it. You know what I'm saying? You know you don't know.
Yeah.
So basically everybody in the fear of everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Jake ain't the only one afraid of the police no more.
Hell no.
Fellow Edom might be recording now.
Yeah.
And the cop be asking him like, "Why you shaking?" He's like, "Look,
Right.
I'm just doing a constitutionally protected activity, nigga."
Yeah, right. But then you don't know if your gig, right? You don't know if you gonna have that gig the next day,
Yeah, you
Right.
can be fired the next day.
right? You know you be basically walking on tippy toes.
Yeah, man.
All right, go ahead.
Right.
But everybody feel that way under the rulership of Esau Edom. You know, everybody is feeling the pain. You can go back. Right, go ahead, brother.
Yep. This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 12.
Uh-huh.
It says, "Because iniquity shall abound,
Right.
the love of many shall wax cold."
Mm-hmm.
So the Lord got,
Oh, yeah, brother. No. Let me finish this.
oh yeah, the Lord got a cold spirit out here, man.
Sin upon sin is abounding. All right, and the wise are gonna look and say, "Well, it's best if I don't do this no more." It's best if I don't do that. And that was a few years back where somebody got unalive. I think they were trying to help a homeless person. And the homeless person pulled out a long ass blade and like ganked the nigga or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, it's gonna be like think about Book of Eli times.
Yeah.
Where the chick was chained up and she was bait.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, I ain't falling for that shit. It was a whole gang of niggas waiting to get him. You know, behind that situation. So all that Captain Save a whole white knight, you know, good to your fellow man, is going to wax cold because of the iniquity that's abounding. Okay, even people who want to help are gonna be like, I better not get involved in that.
They pull it back.
Yeah.
They pull it back.
Hey, let me mind my own business.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
So what you see a lot of times through the media too is, you know, there'll be like, you know, there'll be you know, domestic situations between a man and a woman, right? And you got a lot of women that be screaming like, why ain't you getting involved? You know how many niggas that die with getting in between a man and a woman's problem? You know what I'm saying? He trying to play cop to save a woman, and he getting unalive. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nah, I ain't getting involved with that. You know, so a lot of people are what? They're starting to mind their business. Oh, I ain't see nothing. I ain't see nothing.
Yep.
You know? Now the scriptures, I'm gonna go back to this. The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 67, and it says, in the morning you will say, if only it were evening, and in the evening, if only it were morning, because of the terror that will fill your hearts, and in the sights that your eyes will see.
Right. So during the time of slavery, and these times are gonna be coming back.
Yep.
From the time you open your eyes in the morning, knowing how much stress you're gonna have to deal with, knowing how much danger is gonna be ahead of you, all right, you're gonna ask the Lord, look, Lord, just make this day pass by. I wish it was nighttime already. Then when the nighttime comes, for those same fears, you're gonna say, I wish it was the next morning already. You're gonna wish the times will fly because you ain't gonna wanna live through the day.
Yeah, and we be bitching and complaining at work, like, man, and I ain't nothing compared to like what our ancestors or what the slaves went through, knowing if I don't get 50 bags of cotton, I'm getting
Ankle,
you know what I'm saying? I'm getting let
rod, something getting chopped off.
Yeah. You know what I mean? You know how crazy that is?
Yeah, that's wild.
Knowing.
Every day.
Every day.
You're getting old and tired. You might used to be able to keep up with the shit. Now you're getting tired. You're like, I don't know how much longer I can do this. Nigga, I barely made that last bale yesterday. I think I was one cotton almost short, but Massa ain't see it. You see? Because you know I used to wait on shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Crazy, man.
Wow, bro.
Wicked, man.
Wicked as hell.
You know? But it's gonna be like that, like the brother said, that spirit coming back. Man, we're gonna be seeing some crazy shit happening upon this earth real. I mean, we already seeing certain things, but we're gonna see a lot more of it real soon, man. Real soon. You know, and some of these things are gonna be happening to people that we really get care about. Loved ones, you know what I'm saying? Family members and maybe people that are so-called friends.
Right.
But these are people we're going to have to just let go. Sorry. You know?
Well,
You know?
ultimately it's because we told them, right? The Lord gave us spirit to warn you while you had time to be warned, and you ain't listening. You know, I just want to read this briefly.
I got something.
Okay. Ecclesiastes 12:1 says, remember now thy Creator in the day of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Those days are coming, and right now you have a chance to repent and to get under the protection of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Everything we tell you is going to happen is true through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right? There's going to be martial law. There's going to be lawlessness in the streets. The city shall be troubled. Men are going to unalive one another because of the lack of goods and for great tribulation. All these things are in the scriptures. So what are you going to do, man? What choice are you going to make? Are you going to choose now to serve the Lord, or are you going to keep bullshitting? Okay? Partying and bullshitting and thinking the shit is sweet. You better be trying to crawl on your hands and knees and do what Yahweh Shem Yahushua told you to fucking do. What are you scared of, man? Only thing you can be scared of is the Lord, man. The Lord orchestrates everything. Haven't you heard the scriptures? You should be afraid of him. Ain't shit out here scarier than him. But no, you niggas don't want to fucking listen. So when the shit hit the fan, the Lord gonna put the spirit of us not have mercy for you niggas, man. Or you females.
He's gonna make us dumb.
Huh?
That's a lot. He's gonna make us dumb. He's gonna ask us, what should we do? Hey, such to the sword, to the sword.
What you say? Go to them that sell and buy.
Right.
But you ain't gonna be able to do that no more, right? Because right now, them that are selling this free wine and milk and sustenance are selling right now. But there's gonna come a time, as it tells us, what, Amos 8 and 11? The famine of the world?
Yeah, I'll get it.
8 and 11, yep.
That
Right.
time is gonna, that flow, the rivers of living water will dry up. The oil that's flowing in the streets is gonna be contained in the vessels that have it at that time.
Right.
And the rest, everybody else gonna be dry as fuck.
That's right.
No light to burn.
Right, I got you. So, so let me start at this one. You know, you can speak on that. It says, Amos chapter 8, verse 10, it says, and I will turn your feast into mourning, and all your songs into lamentation. And I will bring up sackcloth upon your loins, and baldness upon every head. And I will make it as the mountain, or slaki, I will make it as the morning of an only son, and the end thereof as a bitter day.
Right, because Jake is known for their mirth. Okay, regardless of certain, we shall overcome. You know that spirit.
That's why they say sing us a song of Zion.
Yeah, trudging through all of the muck and the mire. But meanwhile, being filthy, you don't come out of the muck and clean yourself up. You still filthy by those Christianity doctrines and mindsets. It's cool to say I got faith and everything like that, but what is your faith in? Your ability to add sin unto sin because of what they taught you, the precepts of men? That's what these Christians' faith is in. The comfortability that comes with Christianity. You can still eat your pork. You can smoke. Where in Christianity does it tell you can't smoke? It ain't in there. I wasn't getting rebuked when I was in Christianity for smoking, right? That's not till you come in the real truth. Then you learn, oh, you can't do these things. I got scripture.
Let me hit you off real quick.
No, go ahead, brother.
I don't like the way they called it. Luke did he? 2 Corinthians
Oh,
chapter
yeah.
5, verse 11. it says, knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, we persuade men, but we are made manifested to the Most High, and I trust also are made manifested to your consciences.
Right. See, knowing the terror of the Lord, we're trying to persuade you.
Yeah.
But the scriptures say that, and this is, I believe, primarily referring to Christians, their fear towards me is taught by the precepts of men. You niggas is taught by your pork chop eating pastor how to fear the Lord. Which ultimately, where is the fear in Christianity? What are you scared of? You don't have any respect for the Most High when you're in Christianity.
Yeah, they commit adultery in those different Christian churches, man. They steal, they commit adultery.
Moles.
Moles.
Women pastors, all type of abominations happen in these places.
Yeah, but what is being presented to the congregation to even make them fear, right? But what? Because they're using all the basically the not I ain't gonna say watered down, but all the more of a merciful scriptures, right? The merciful,
The prosperous.
the prosperous scriptures, right? But there's no scriptures to talk about. Oh, the Lord said if you don't do what He say, He gonna fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? They're not reading stuff like that.
They're not doing it with balance.
With balance, you know what I'm saying? So there's like in these places, there's no respect to the Lord. You know, they might mention, you know, if this even come out their mouth in the days of Noah, right?
Yeah, certain
But,
of them
you know
are
what I'm saying?
starting to. Certain of them.
They might talk about in the days of Noah, but what happened in the days of Noah? Why did that take place in those days? Wasn't there a reason for it? Because the Lord, there was a reason, right? But don't it say, so shall it be, right? When the Son of Man be, roughly said.
Yeah.
So what does that mean then? You know, right? There's gonna be different things taking place, just that was happening in the days of Noah. But there is also a heavy judgment that's coming when the Lord came back, just as when the Heavenly Father did what He did or flooded the earth in that time. You see? But they just run circles and game around our people, man. That's what the Lord said He's gonna visit our people. Right?
I got one for you right here.
Yeah.
The book of Sirach, chapter 5, and verse 5. It says, concerning propitiation, be not without fear to add sin unto sin. And these Christians, they don't have any fear. The pastor himself will lay with
All the women in the congregation.
In the congregation,
Yeah.
and they be having husbands.
And the men too.
And the men too.
Yep.
Repeatedly. Right? It
Past
says,
the pork chop, pimping, behind the pool pit. Go ahead.
right. It says, and say not, his mercy is great. Right? Because it is.
Right.
It's great mercy. But don't forget, the Lord will F you up.
Sure will.
Right?
Or you got people taking advantage of his mercy.
That's
You know what I'm saying? So to speak, right? Because they think.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They think, but they don't know that there's on the tail end that there's a
that God is not mocked.
yeah.
You will be rewarded for
You
the
know?
wickedness that you do. No, that's facts.
But that's what pastors are basically teaching our people. You can take advantage of his mercy.
Yes.
You know? You
That's
can take advantage of his love and mercy towards you. What is this? Oh, I'll get it. Go ahead.
It says, and say not, his mercy is great. He will be pacified for the multitude of my sins. Right?
Yep.
It says, for mercy and wrath come from him,
right.
and his indignation resteth upon sinners.
Yep. And don't give us that BS talking about God hates sin, you know,
Not the
but
sinner.
love the sinner. No, the scriptures say the opposite of that,
Right.
right?
I got you. I got you.
Uh-huh.
Amos 9 and verse 9. It says, for lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in the sieve. Yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. So the Most High is sending out his word, which is a great sifter, to see who's going to be of the first fruits and who's going to be of the 2/3. You see? Verse 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say, the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. That's a Christian doctrine.
Yeah.
That the evil's not going to overtake nor prevent us. We're going to be raptured out before anything happens.
Yes.
And even if and then they even got another clause in there, another loophole. And even if I don't make it on the first run, I'll get 1,000 years of tribulation to get it right again. It's all BS, man. He didn't endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
That's right.
Ain't no 1,000 years of tribulation. Okay? If it's one and done, nigga, either you get saved out of Babylon or you briquette. You a charcoal briquette, nigga.
Yep.
That's
So
it.
The only 1,000-year tribulation is going to be for Esau and these other
And
nations.
other nations.
Right? It's going to be tribulation for them.
Yep.
Big ass foot.
Yep.
Up the ass. Go ahead.
That's right. Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Yeah, Jake walking around, Esau, all these people walking around. They'll tell you that in Psalms 50, how Esau think. He said, I thought that I was altogether such a one. Yeah, you know, these other nations ain't have, but Jake now too. Okay? Walking around doing the same thing. Nigga been a drug dealer for 30 years. Nigga, you passed up, you over the hill. Still selling drugs and shit. Ain't nothing happened to you. Hey, the Lord gonna get you when he decide to get you.
Yeah. Yep, because verse 12 will say, though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High, which fear before him. So, you know, people know how to, people should have a certain understanding of what does he mean by this? Well, he's letting you know that, look, you got a person that may be doing wickedness for a long time. But it's only thing that's going to go right or go well is with them to fear the Lord, though. You know, because if you're doing evil and you continuously doing evil, I mean, you should understand that that's telling you that nigga don't fear the Lord. You see? So it's not going to be well with him. That don't even have to be explained and broke down. You should have freaking common sense to be like,
the Lord is letting them stack up his sin for his judgment.
Yep. So I'll jump back to
I got a precept too.
All right.
Because sometimes, you know, certain believers, because it happened to one of the men of the Lord, you could see that, and you could be tempted to be like, well, damn, you know, what's the point? Some people could, you know, whatever, have a demon fucking with you like that, right? So let's read this precept. Psalm 73 and verse 1. It says, truly the Most High is good to Israel, even to such as are of a clean heart. But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had well nigh slipped. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. Sometimes you could get like that. You know, because your life is hard and you struggle because you were part of the elect, right? Or hopefully elect. you're on this straight gate, this position of difficulty. So you struggle sometimes. You might be check to check. You might be struggling in your body or your wife, whatever it is, your family, car, this, that. But you see these wicked motherfuckers slobbing on bacon and pork, right, and doing whatever other wickedness they doing, and they're balling out. Nigga got $1,500 worth of food stamp every month. You see what I'm saying? Like, damn, nigga eating good, right? Well, you can't be envious at them, right? And then, of course, this goes into Esau. I want to get to the point, because I know there's one. Verse 13, you might say this to yourself. Verily, I have cleansed my heart in vain and washed my hands in innocency. For all the day long I have been plagued and chastened every morning. If I say I will speak thus, behold, I should offend against the generation of thy children. Now, I know the point of this basically says there's a reward for them that do the right thing. Either way, there's a reward for them that do the righteous things. I'm going to have to get that, right?
All right,
get that precept. Go ahead, brother.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 31, it says, envy thou not the oppressor and choose none of his ways.
Right. So don't envy these so the main oppressor is who? Esau, Edom. Right? And who's in league with them? These other nations, man. It said don't envy him and choose none of his ways. Because how did he get these riches, man? How did he come into power? Right? Ultimately, the Lord put him into power, but by what? By the sword.
Yeah.
By murder, man. By massacre, by stealing. Right? And what's that precept? The kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Yeah, injuries and riches got by deceit. Can I read this one real quick? I'm getting that. Psalms 23:17. Let not thine heart envy sinners, but be thou in the fear of Yahweh all the day long. For surely there is an end, and thine expectation shall not be cut off. You see? So there's a reward for them. In the scriptures, there's one that says they must know that he is, and truly he is a warder of them.
Oh yeah, Hebrews 11 and 6.
Hebrews 11. Okay. You see what I'm saying? So there's a reward for it. So don't get blinded or distracted by you seeing the wicked and they look cool. They're gonna get their just desserts, man. It ain't gonna be happy either. You know? Go ahead, Art.
This is Sirach chapter 10 and 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit. Right? This is how this devil has come into power and gained his riches. By deceit, by injuries, by unrighteous dealings. And mainly, he has his riches through what? The Israelites, man. Right?
Yeah.
Without us, his kingdom can't flourish, man.
Right,
you know?
Right.
And really, when you think about it, all these nations, man, there's Israelites in those societies that basically make their kingdom what it is.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Because we're like the scriptures say, we're dispersed, we're scattered, man. This is continuing on. It says the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Right? So this devil, he can't hold this authority for a long time, man. Just by how he's moving. You know? So the Lord is going to set up Israel as the next kingdom. Right? That's going to rule in righteousness, starting with the Lord Yahweh Shah, all right, and then the elect on down.
Yep, scripture said the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment. You know? So that makes sense. You know, Esau was never meant to have, y'all can't inhabit the same blessing. If you look at Genesis, what is it, the third? No, it's not the third chapter. When was it, like the 20-something chapter? When the blessings came out?
The blessings,
27.
27.
So in that chapter, when they both got the same blessing, except for a few differences, you know. Jacob was given that his brethren should serve him, but they was both given the fatness of the earth, corn and wine, so things like that, right? The dew of heaven. They can't inhabit it at the same time. So that's why he put it in there, well, by thy sword shalt thou live. I'm going to put it in there like this. But the Lord knew that couldn't last long, you know? Hey, like I said, by injuries and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one to the other.
Well, everything was set up. Everything was set up really through the spirit, though, when you think about it. You know, of him having the fatness of the earth, of him being blessed with the sword. Because we are literally witnessing that right now.
Yep.
The nigga got everything.
Yep.
But he's still running around on earth being a freaking demon. You know what I'm saying? But how did he get everything, like you said? Well, through his blessing.
That's how That's how Cook chapter 2. It says he's a covetous man.
Yeah. Satisfied.
He got all the resources, but he still want more.
But this nigga need to keep it at home.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
He ain't satisfied.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You know, but that was how he was set up. Oh, you give Jake? Oh shit. You know, Jake, we don't require much. You know what I'm saying? Jake only doing the crazy, you know, that shit that people are doing now because we ain't got it.
Yeah, our forefather Jacob was a plain man.
Yeah. You know?
Dwelling in tents.
Well, intense.
You don't need much when you got a tent.
You know, but when you really think about it though, when it goes to like plain, if I'm not mistaken, it goes to more
righteous,
upright. You know,
Upright, yeah.
morally. You know, and when we even deal with Jake are more of a morally standard people than Esau and other nations. You know, because some things are just natural within us. But
Seduced by the wicked.
boom, there you go.
Yep.
Jake is seduced by the wicked,
The
and a
righteous
lot
is more excellent than his neighbor, but the ways of the wicked seduce.
seducing them. Right. What's that? Proverbs 11:26, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, like you got Jake that just, you know, Jake be just trying to do right. Just, you know, all their life just trying to do right. But then they get put in a position where they don't have faith. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be, and they just be, hey, Dora, and they just lose it. You know, they come into a whole, they come into a whole different person. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know how when you watch the movies and you see the scene, and it's like, man, they got, you know, they might have a fire on somebody's head. They be like, I ain't want to do this, man, but I gotta feed my kids.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing else. I don't know what to do. You know?
Yeah.
And you know, he might be looking at him like, yo, like this dude was the most, you know, the nicest, you know, help everybody out person. Just, you would think nothing of him. You know, always would give his shirt off his back to everybody. He's just a very deedful, good guy, so to speak.
Right.
But put a nigga in a position where it's like,
He's trying to survive.
trying to survive. But that's what E did to Jake.
Yep.
Through his experiments.
Yep.
Through the projects. The ghettos and all that shit. That's what he did. And one of the tricks, and we can go, somebody can get a scripture. Get a Bible Kushal, 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Because real quick, you think about it. When you hear about the stories of these different older men and even older gang leaders that got incarcerated, they'll tell you. They'll say one part of the city, talking about where Jake was residing, one part of the city, he give niggas narcotics.
Yeah.
Right?
Drugs, yeah.
Narcotics. Right? So they can get money and help destroy themselves. Right? Okay? Then he gives the other part of the city
The guns.
firearms.
Yep.
So now you got one part of the city getting some type of loot, some money, being able to sustain themselves, so to speak, and the other city got the guns. So they're like, hold on, we can't get no money, or it's hard for us to survive. So either we can talk and have a agreement so we can get money together, and if
We
you
gonna
say
come
no,
take your
I'm
shit.
taking,
Yeah.
because now I got a gun.
Yep.
You just get the drugs.
Yep.
So that's some systematic division that he did, but it was ultimately to destroy us as a people. But he knew, point being, he knew that a person's back, one of these people, somehow, more like the person with the firearm, their back is going to be against the wall, and it's going to go attack the other crew with the drugs that's able to, because they happy. They run around, you know, they get money, doing all types of shit.
Getting it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then you got the other Jake that just got guns. They like, we ain't got no money.
Angry.
We angry.
Can't eat bullets, nigga.
Yeah. There you go. There
What
you
to
go.
do?
There you go.
And you see, and, you know, and ultimately the curses.
Yeah, that's-
you know,
yeah, curses,
and I don't. Hey, look, you know, Esau. The scripture say that he's wiser than Daniel. There's nothing they can hide from these. He done a diligent search. He searched out these iniquities.
Yes.
The heart of every one of them is deep.
Yes. Yes.
This nigga knew.
Yes.
You can't tell me he didn't know the curses.
Oh. Think about it. What happened in Jerusalem? When they starved us out,
Yeah.
niggas resorted to what? Eating belts, eating trees. Women are eating their children.
Each other, yeah.
Eat each other.
Yeah.
Fathers, instead of fathers being at the head, the leader, I'm out.
And the nations knew. Or what's that in the book of Judith? Where they knew that about
25 and 20, yes,
about
yes.
us being in sin.
You'll read all that.
That's
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
right?
I get that,
And
yeah.
also, too, when they used to attack us on the Sabbath. You can't tell me they didn't know that we couldn't fight back on the Sabbath.
Yeah, they knew. Yeah.
Oh, it's a perfect day.
Yep.
Oh, it's
That's
a new,
exactly what
it's a
they
new
did.
moon. It's a Sabbath. Let's go get them niggas.
That's what Judas. Was it Judas? Judas.
Maccabees.
The Maccabees.
That's it.
Yeah.
Was that him to be like, yo, hold on.
Yeah,
This
because
is-
they the first group they attacked them and they
They
got
just
unalive.
Yeah.
They just let it happen. But Judas not Iscariot.
Maccabees.
Judas Maccabeus, right? He basically said, well,
we got to fight back.
we have to, even
We
though
got
it's
no
a
choice.
Sabbath. Or we're not gonna make it.
Facts.
All right, go ahead, read, bro. Go ahead. Read real quick. Good eyes.
I know.
So the ponytail?
Yeah.
Oh hell no! Go ahead, read, bro.
That's crazy.
That's fucked up. Cause I looked.
2
We gotta get up
Corinthians, 2 Corinthians 2 and verse 11, it says, "Let's say it should get advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices."
You see, and it's through the Spirit of the Lord that He can't get an advantage of us, right? Because we're now through the Scriptures, we're able to read and understand this man. Like, wait a minute, like this is this nigga.
Yeah.
This is him all the way. You know?
Yeah.
So this is how we get the cheat code of how he operates. Right? What he would do, how he would be.
Yeah.
You know?
He should be unto thee as if thou hast wiped the looking glass.
Mhm.
You should see that his rust is not altogether wiped away.
Right. Yep.
Ecclesiastes 12,
Mm-hmm.
around 10, 10 and down. You know, so hey man, the Lord gave us the eye salve and He gave us the inside information to know this nigga's the devil. Second Thessalonians, even he who's coming is after the working of Satan.
Okay.
You see,
Yeah.
chapter 2, around verse 10.
Right. So when you go, like you made a statement. You said you can't tell me that Esau didn't know the curses. Well, he done a diligent search,
Yeah,
so for sure we know he know the curses and he knows our history.
He had to know if he gave one thing and gave the other one that they always gonna be evil towards their brother, and then eventually they was gonna clash. He had to know.
But,
Yep.
And when you think about it, the Lord uses Esau to enact a lot of those curses.
A lot of
man.
judgments, yeah.
Yep. You know, because he is the whooping stick. Yeah, he's the whooping stick.
Bro, it'd be so many neighborhoods that are gang affiliated so close to each other.
Yeah.
And they all either go to the same school or they go to schools that are very close proximity and they end up being rivals.
Bro, Chicago is the main example. You got one gang on one street, and then literally the next block is a whole different gang.
I seen that.
And they got a convenience store that connects them right at the middle.
And a lot of them, when you go, I don't know what it's called, but a lot of them when you go into like some of their history, it's like tied to like biblical principles, like the Star of David. Some of them talk about King David and things like that. I mean, it's just like he knew these things would resonate with Jake. He did his witchcraft to put these things on you.
Well, like everything, everything was infiltrated.
Yep.
Everything was infiltrated,
That's
right?
true,
And a
that's
lot of things was destroyed by design from Esau, but we know it ended up coming through the Most High. But really, when you go into the real history of why gangs were created for Jake to protect Jake.
Yep.
Why was gangs that's really why gangs was created. It was to protect ourselves from who? Oh, the known enemy. See, now Jake don't know who the enemy is. They think it's each other. No, nigga. We had to protect each other because you had, let's talk about it. We had niggas riding around with white hoods just grabbing niggas at any given time.
Say crosses on fire
In groups of them.
Setting off bombs.
You know what I'm saying? Bombs, whatever. Just hopping out, beating your ass. And not even just
That's how
them.
they come out there.
The mob. People forget the mob. Niggas is like to watch some
Goodfellas,
Goodfellas and all those different movies, Sopranos.
Godfather.
Yeah, y'all forget. A lot of them, even though a lot of them Sicilians is niggas, they didn't look at themselves as niggas because they hated niggas just like the Italians.
Yep.
Right? Because damn niggas don't know their history. But back to that shit, you had the mob that would just beat Jake. Or catch Jake if Jake would be walking into the wrong neighborhood or wrong territory. They would beat Jake down. You know, so Jake had to form something to say, yo, we got to protect each other. We a family. You see, basically, the world is against us.
Yep.
You see? So that's how it was started. Yeah, the Bloods, I forget the acronyms and all that shit, but the Bloods, the Crips, most of the majority of these different gangs, that's what they were created for. But Esau like, y'all protecting each other? Y'all
Y'all
united?
empowering each other with
Hell
this shit?
no.
COINTELPRO.
Yeah, hell no. You know, the Black Panther Party, all that. Yeah, he infiltrated all that and destroyed and divided all that. They'll go look at the history. You think Chicago? Look at Chicago the way that is. That's because they took all the gang leaders, gave them murder charges and RICOs, and guess what? It destabilized them.
Or he deleted them.
Or deleted them. But the point was, And there's other things that took place, but his goal was to destabilize them. And all that was supposed to work, and it was set up to work. Just so the world can be chaotic and to help further chaotic and destruction of what's coming here and the judgment that's happening among our people. Because we see all the gang robbery and things that's taking place. Yeah, that's judgment. And all that was supposed to take place because, what's that scripture? Can somebody get, real quick, we'll go back. Baruch 4.
Oh, yep, I already heard
Get
that
Baruch
too.
4 real quick.
Yep,
You
yep.
see? Because we weren't put here, right, to be, this is the only thing that's supposed to be in unity
Yeah.
and to flourish. That's it. What's that? Is that, somebody get it? Psalms 123?
Psalms 127 and 1.
Yeah, get that real quick. Get that too. Yeah, get that.
I got you.
So I'm trying to make a point.
Yep. Which one you want first?
That one right there, Psalms 127 and 1. Because that's what Jake don't understand. Jake be mentioning all these different things. What is it? Is it H? Is it
Build in
HOI?
black.
No, that's not HOI. It's NOI, right? Islam. Right, the
Islam,
Islam
yeah,
movement.
You got certain Israelite things that had little communities where they think they're gonna go and they're gonna live and thrive.
Right, the Moorish movement, all these different
Black
movements
wealth.
taking place, right?
Right.
Right, because Jake is really trying to seek the truth, but they can't get it. That's why Jake is all over the place. But go ahead.
This is Psalms 127 and verse 1.
Right.
It says, a song of degrees for Solomon.
Mhm.
Except the Lord build the house, except Yahweh build the house, they labor in vain that build it.
Mhm.
Except Yahweh keep the city, the watchman waketh but in vain.
It's all in vain, right? If the Lord don't build it, the Lord ain't with it, right? Look, you think Jake is just stupid, right? Jake, we been came up with the different ideas. We had communities, right, that flourished. We had Black Wall Street, we had Rosewood and all these different cities or communities that Esau had made a freaking amusement park or a lake or a zoo, whatever. We did all that. But the Lord wasn't with that because it wasn't meant for us to thrive. Right? And this is before we talk about the gang era when we had Black Wall Street and all that.
Yep.
The Lord didn't want none of that to thrive. And it's not just within a black community. The so-called, because remember, it came to a point where remember the black and brown?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
That's the Latinos, our other brothers and sisters, the Spanish-speaking tribes. Because it ain't just Judah or the so-called Negroes. They was catching hell too. That's why they formed it. What was it called? Was it the black and brown berets or something like that?
Something to that effect, yeah.
I forget what, but we was joined together.
That was around like the 70s.
So to speak, right? Why? Because we are seeing the common enemy, which is the devil, Esau, Edom. So we said, look, we're going to unite, stand together. You know what I'm
During the
saying?
watch riots, then a lot of Latinos
That too.
Yep.
That too.
joined up with Jake,
You know what I'm saying?
the Southern Kingdom.
But all these different
Especially in the time of Vietnam.
Vietnam,
War.
all these different things that Jake came up with, it never worked.
Yeah.
And it's you got
I just looked
to
up something right here. But this is just from a book cover, but it says Black and Brown, African Americans and Mexican Revolution,
Yeah.
1910 and 1920.
Yeah. But there was something that happened, I think, further like in like the,
Further in
like
the,
the 70s,
Like the
and
late
60s, something like
60s,
that.
yeah. It was literally like between the 60s and the 70s.
Right. But point being, none of that was meant to work. Because think about it. We would have been thriving.
Yep.
It's come on, bro. It's collectively. We ain't talking about individually. We ain't talking about, oh yeah, you got Nicki Minaj, you got Jay-Z. No, I ain't talking about that, man. Them black card people. But we talking LeBron and
Mayweathers
no,
and
but
all
collectively we would flourish,
As a
bro.
people.
As a people. Nobody can. Who can fuck with Jake? Nobody.
With
But
the
the
salt
Lord,
of the earth.
but the soul of the earth. But the Lord said, nah, that's out. That's why Jake can't really get ahead. You mentioning these different people, Mayweather and Jay-Z and LeBron, all that money they getting. How the hell we still broke?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They basically use them to
Give Jake an
influence
idea
our- yeah.
to think they can win too. Give them the false hope. Oh, and
Yeah.
also to
Yeah.
entertain.
entertain and also what to basically pay for stuff that they really don't need, man.
Yeah, or
to
that.
to keep them poor.
Right. All right, but go ahead.
This is Baruch chapter 4 and verse 4. It says, O Israel,
Yeah.
happy are we for things that are pleasing to the Most High are made known unto us.
See, these things are made known to us, the things that are pleasing to the Most High. Not this devil, not Esau, not these heathen. They don't know it's pleasing to the Lord, man. Because if that's the case, they would tell us. They would have told us who we are.
Yep.
They would tell us the ways to keep. But that's not their lie, and they're never going to. and it's going back. Somebody still got that Judith, right?
I do.
Because we're going to go back to it. Bro, sin keeps the world going. Sin makes the world turn, so to speak, right? Right, bro. If sin was to be put to a stop, bro, Esau wouldn't make no money.
Society couldn't flourish.
It would not flourish.
There has to be some form of death going on in order for this thing to be forwarded.
Yeah.
It's the only way.
Only way, bro.
He can't have life without his sword, man. From the crops growing on down. Okay? Literally, to make these vegetables that he keep going year round, fruits and vegetables, he creating fluoride. If that ain't a sword, what is it? You literally can't even, you nigga gotta create a facility to smash atoms to try to get rid of the byproduct for the life-giving, to creating life-giving nutrients. What type of shit is that?
Yep.
Go ahead, Al.
Oh, don't y'all said he got one real quick?
Yeah. So since from what we were talking about, this devil, he likes to divide and conquer.
Yeah.
Divide the people against each other, our people, so that he can easily conquer us.
Yep.
Right? So this is Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 16. These 6 things doth the Lord hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him.
Right.
A proud look.
Yeah. He proud, bro. Talk about he's stout. You see, he running around the earth in great pride. That's what he do. Right? He's Mr. Cocky. He's the one that's running around the earth doing all manners of wickedness with a muscle shirt. That's him. Go ahead.
It says a lying tongue.
Oh man, lying. Come on, man. The scriptures talk about he's the forger of lies. That's him for you, man.
That tongue framing deceit.
Right. It said, woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery.
Oh man.
You know? Go ahead.
Esau lied like, hey, you say this, what does it say? The wicked be estranged from the womb. As soon as they be born, they come speaking lies.
Yeah.
Hey man, Esau, that nigga, man, it said his words were smoother than oil. Yeah. Esau will lie. Hey, you ever seen Jake walk? Jake smooth as hell. You know, a certain Jake, because I don't walk smooth, but still, you know what I'm saying? Certain Jakes, it just be gliding. That's how easy Esau lie. You say something to Esau, he just
quick.
Shit just come out his mouth. You be standing there like, you motherfucker. That ain't how that shit went. You think to get the listening like, bitch, I can't believe you said that shit.
Yeah, I had to do
You
with
experienced that before?
Just recently.
Come on, man.
Just recently.
My wife she told me, and I said, there you go. The serpent in the garden. The most subtle creature. Niggas in here lying on other motherfuckers, throwing people under the bus. I'm like, God damn, nigga. And meanwhile, they ain't had nothing to do with the shit. He just throwing their name in there casually. What if this motherfucker did it? Blow your mind if you really see it. You be like, shit.
That's how Paleface operate.
Go ahead,
Right?
Forked tongue. It says
the serpent for real.
and hands that shed innocent blood.
Go ahead.
And heart that devises wicked imagination. That's what, Psalm 64. Right? It says
Like a 2-on-1.
feet that be swift in running to mischief.
Yep.
A false witness that speaketh lies. It said that twice, right?
Yeah.
It lies. It said lies twice. That's his. That's one of his. That's a superpower.
Wait a minute. It says a false witness. That's the accuser of our brother.
That's his basic building block. It's lying.
It says, "In him that soweth discord among brethren."
Right. Yep.
So that's how he does things. Right? He will put people against each other. Now, like they say, all wars are bankers' wars, right? They supplying the ammunition, the weapons for certain nations to fight against each other.
Yeah.
You know, so he can benefit.
Right.
In our case, he does that so we could be continually destroyed.
You know, but as the brother read that, well, Jake has adopted that behavior too. You see? So Jake, just like Esau, right? They patterned themselves after Esau. A lot of people learn different things from Esau too. And it's like, hey, this is the way to get ahead. You know? And when you think about certain millionaires and billionaires that didn't go to school, they'll tell you. They'll say, oh, we learned, you know, we try to pattern our ways off of the 1%ers. You know what I'm saying?
Well, some of those ways are very beneficial
Yeah.
Not necessarily not evil.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of deceit and
now
unrighteousness that goes on.
That's what I'm about to say. They'll tell you, they're like, yo, you gonna have to do things that you ain't want to do.
You gotta get over on.
You have to get over. Yeah, you gonna have to get over on people. It's like it's your way to the top. You gotta be very
get down. You gotta get down to
Scriptures
dirt.
tell you, as nails sticketh fast between the board, so the sin sticketh close between buying and selling. So there's very, you know, if you want to be successful, you know, there's a yaiqua that's just tied right into that shit.
Yep.
You know, almost every aspect of it is a yaiqua involved.
Because most people that is genuine or just too
honest.
Oh, bro, they get screwed.
Too honest, like
Easily, too.
If you put, and this is something that's completely true. When you put emotions into business, you're gonna fail.
Yeah.
Because if you come at every aspect on something, I'm gonna do right by everybody. Someone's gonna take advantage of it.
Yes.
The scriptures tell you every brother shall utterly supplant. So how much more motherfuckers in the world?
Yeah. Yep.
It's crazy.
Yep. Right. You done on that?
Yep.
All right, go ahead, bro. Come on, you.
Baruch 4 and verse 4 again.
Yep.
O Israel, happy are we, for the things that are pleasing to the Most High are made known unto us.
That's right.
Be of good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel. You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved the Most High to wrath, you were delivered unto the enemies.
Yeah. So we were read it again.
Baruch 4 verse 6. You were sold to the nations, not for your
But
destruction.
it says not for destruction. But we already know. We sit back. We looking like we destroying people. You know, how could this be? Right. But why? Why would this take place? Right. Because the Lord didn't all the way destroy us. Right. Go ahead.
It says, but because ye moved the Most High to wrath,
Because we moved the Most High to wrath, right?
you were delivered unto the
Hey,
enemies.
see, so this is why we were delivering to the enemy. So when people come up and ask these questions or they inquire, just on a regular, everyday conversation, right? However it may happen, and they say, "Well, man, why are we in this position? Like, what took place?" Well, the Lord telling us right here. We pissed Him off, right? That's why we was delivering to the nations. That's why we in captivity. That's why we going through all the hell we going through. You see? Go ahead.
Verse 7, for ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to the Most High.
Hey, see, we didn't sacrifice to the Most High. We start sacrificing to all these different idols. And these idols came from who? The other nations. Right? And they became a snare to us. See, because we wanted to pattern our way after the heathen. You know, the ways of the Most High wasn't good enough, you know. I like what the heathen do. You know, let me be like the heathen. That's what how Jake be with Esau. I want to be like the so-called white man. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 8, ye have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you.
Yeah, you see, the mother of us all, right?
Yep.
We grieve Jerusalem. It talks about how Jerusalem was hurt of her children, seeing them going forth into captivity. How knowing they was about to get done dirty. You see? Because that was our home, but that was our place. You know, our place that safety zone, so to
safe
speak.
haven.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the true motherland.
That's right.
Not Mother Africa. Okay.
Right.
Ultimately, it seemed easier, you know, to do these other things. The Most High is very strict, you know. But Jake probably looked at these other nations like, oh, that's all I got to do? And they'll bless me, shoot, let me try it, you know. Ultimately, just around white's fat and kick.
And kick. Yup. Right? Go ahead. What else we got?
Judith.
All right, read that.
Judith 5 and verse 20. It says, now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against this people, and they sin against her power, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
Hey, so this let you know that the nations kept the records, but they know. They know. Look at these people, these holy people. Man, look, if they sin against their power, they ain't got no defense. They done.
Vulnerable.
They're vulnerable. So why not keep them in this mindset? That is a great war tactic.
Yep.
You know?
I was going to say that.
Because I would have done that. Oh, this is to keep them down? Yeah, let's do that.
Yep.
It's only that makes sense.
Only thing makes sense. I mean, they are the enemy, right? That's going to be their job to do that. You know, that's having an advantage.
Damn.
You know, and that's what they're doing today. They got the advantage of us, or the ones that's not in this calling, in this walk of faith. They got the advantage. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 21. But if there be no iniquity in their nation,
Right. So it's no sin. Remember, we're going back to sin. We're talking about what's making the world flourish. Sin. What's being held on high. Sin. Right? It all goes back to sin. Everything. Go ahead.
it says, let, Salaki, I'll read it over. But if there be no iniquity in their nation,
Yeah.
let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their power before them, and we become a reproach before all the world.
See, we have become a reproach. Right? The world, we would be the laughing stock. You know what I'm saying? We would be the laughing stock. Oh, how Israel took us down. How Israel shamed us. Nah.
Destroyed our king.
Right, we ain't going for that. We're gonna keep them in sin and we in the world gonna laugh at them.
Right.
You see?
That's why, hey, like, because they went into the Chronicles, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right, they went into the history.
Yeah.
They knew that whenever Jake was going off, they could be overcome. You know?
Yeah.
They knew that.
Yeah.
And that's what the different kings did. And hey, don't you think this devil knows? Right? He got the scriptures. That's the Chronicles.
Bro,
That's the history of.
but that's the history of Jake.
There you go.
When you go to Judges and all these different scriptures. Come on, man.
They hold our records as
Ain't that crazy?
They hold our stuff as precious.
Yep.
And they probably
Where they keep our stuff at?
In
In the Vatican?
Vatican, yeah.
That shit like in the annals, like
That's
dang.
the spirit. I was about to say that.
You can't, and you ain't get.
That's protected.
And you
That
got no
ain't-
access.
They can't lay your hands on them.
Yeah.
They
Yep.
got
Right,
records
what's that,
that.
right?
The codex, what is it? The codex recepticus? I forget what they call it, man.
Yeah. You think the airport is locked down? Y'all.
You go in there,
You
you
know?
might come up missing.
So why in a world where the Most High is so disrespected, are they holding these documents so precious?
Right.
Keeping them locked under lock and key in the Vatican somewhere. They know something that they don't want the world to know.
Right. The archaeology. Is that word? Right.
Archaeology, yeah.
Archaeology. Yeah. Why? I mean, the Bible's fugazi, right?
Right.
Right. The things in the scriptures didn't happen.
It don't
You know
matter.
what I'm saying? So what you got it for?
Yeah.
You know,
Yet you find all the things that the scriptures was talking
Yeah.
about. You find the art. You look. You got the mountain over there that's in Arabia, where the Lord came down and burned on top of the mountain.
Yeah.
Still burnt,
Yeah,
Still
yeah.
charred, yep.
still charred.
Wasn't there the remains of Pharaoh's army under his feet?
Oh yeah, where they
Yeah,
found
the
when they found the
chariots,
different
the
chariots
wheels,
under there, the
yeah,
wheels and
yeah.
everything.
Still
Yep.
there,
From the yeah.
but it's not real.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, because at this point, since y'all made so much mockery of the Bible,
Small heads.
right? You made so much mockery of the Bible. I mean, me, if I was one of those people, I would have said, you know what? Let's make a mockery of the Bible that these people so-called believe in. You know what? I'm just gonna make a museum. I'm a museum of the fairy tale of the Bible, and I'm gonna bring all that stuff we found and put it in there. See, look, we'll show you. Nah, nigga, because they know.
Right in the face.
They know.
Yeah, people start believing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's proof, yeah, and it's already bad enough. People in the world already have that mindset or that attitude of I gotta see it to believe it.
Oh yeah, yup.
So that would backfire on them quick too.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh.
oh shit, that really happened.
Yeah.
You know?
Because I showed you earlier. There's even these Japanese, they know, man, right? Because they have a whole anime called Spriggan, where in the beginning they have a tablet with Paleo Hebrew written all over it. You know, and they got like a task force to protect all the ancient artifacts of the Israelites, right? They found the ark and this and that, right? So they put in certain these things in front of your face because they found things that were mentioned in the scriptures,
Right.
and they go
Don't they got the Moabite stone?
Yeah,
Moabite stone.
yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah.
Paleo Hebrew written on there?
They showed it on
Ten Commandments
in many movies.
The old Ten Commandments movie.
I forgot about the one I was talking about. The Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah, Indiana
You know what I'm
Jones.
saying? Did you see the one with the when they made a comedy out of it? What's the one black comedy dude's name? Richard Pryor? That's his name. Richard Pryor, right? So they did a comedy skit with him, and I believe it was kind of copied off like the Indiana Jones, and he got like locked in the You see that skit when he got locked in the room? And then
I don't remember it.
oh, man, I forget exactly what took place, but
Show, yeah.
but he's seen something, but going back into like who we were in the Bible, and he like, oh shit, this is real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They locked his ass
Locked
in
his
there.
ass in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Edomites backed out of the room.
Yeah.
It was like, oh hell no. Yeah, we just gonna lock this nigga in here. Yeah, they locked his ass in that stone in that room.
But they know. They know the truth. You know, but the world is about to see the truth for real. You see? All the different I mentioned it earlier, right? The brother didn't get a chance to read it, but when you go into the book of Revelation, chapter 16, you go to the 8th, 9th verse and talk about how the angel poured out the vial with the extreme heat. We just read what happened over there in that other country. 1,300 people just dead. But there's way more people on the earth dying behind this heat wave. The Lord said He's going to scorch the earth. Go ahead, bro.
And that journey is usually a religious thing.
Yeah.
For Muslims.
Oh, they said it was going to Mecca.
Mecca. There you go. So hey, that false God can protect you, man.
Ooh, yeah.
You see? The true power Yahweh showed you, and He even showed some of you niggas mercy. By all of y'all could have been unalive, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But you know what? The rebuttal, so to speak. Somebody will say, well, what about your God, right? What about your God? Don't your God don't protect y'all? Oh, well, what? I will tell you. He read it. Lord said why He did what He did. Yep. You see, we have answers, right? Our power is balanced where He said, look, this is how I'm doing this. So we know.
We know in the Bible.
We know. You know, now, of course, in the flesh, you're like, damn. Like, you know, you get that sometimes.
Yep.
You're like, damn, man. This is effed up, right? But in certain days, you see it too. You're like, oh, this Jake needs fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. Sometimes you feel sad, but then sometimes, because even the prophets was like that. Jeremiah, you know, always inquiring and asking the Lord, you know, and just being more like, come on, Jake, come on, y'all gotta get it together,
compassionate,
man.
Yeah.
Right, compassionate. To the point where, man, hell no, man. You think y'all gonna get it, man. You see? That's what we be saying. We be saying, like, oh, I see why the Lord flooded the earth.
People say whoever perished being
innocent.
So when we see these things, we don't know the situation that happened at that time.
Right.
It might not seem like Jake was in the wrong.
Right.
But the Lord knows better than we do what that Jake might have did.
Right.
That Jake might have did something that the Lord was like, I can't forget this nigga.
Yeah.
Adultery, whatever it was.
Well, you gotta think, bro. 24/7 surveillance on us.
That's it.
You see? There's 24/7 surveillance on all of us. But that's what he wants. That's what he doing. That's what his technology is trying to mimic. The Most High. That's what he wants. 24-hour surveillance upon the people. You know? I want to know what you eat, think, breathe, drink.
I want to know how much oxygen you
Watch.
Yeah.
Just
All
everything
of
you
that.
consume, everything you listen
All
to,
of that.
Watch.
Well, that's why
What you
got-
say.
Yeah.
Right. That's why you got biometrics, meaning measuring of life or measuring of the body.
Yeah.
You know, he wants and that's what that C-hip is for. Measuring everything that goes on in your body. You know, he really wants to be like the Most High.
Right. Eventually, we continue in this place. I don't know how further, but if we continue, bro, our cell phones, because first of all, they're going to make it to a point where people won't have to have cell phones that is able to do particular things. You ain't going to be able to just, like, oh, I ain't going to get this upgrade or update. No, nigga, you getting this, and this is what we're programming in this. It's going to get to the point where, hey, you know, we're having a deal at this restaurant because we know what you like. And you usually go there 3 times a week. But you know there's apps already letting you know of your daily watch, when your phone is not active. Yeah, that's called phone time. All these different things, but we already being monitored and recorded, so to speak.
How loud you listen to
How
your
loud
music. All that shit.
You need to turn down the
You
volume.
exceeded the music volume this week.
Yep.
Several
You should
days.
turn it down.
You should turn it down. You'll get
You
your
can damage your hearing.
Well, no, it turns it down for
It
you.
does. It does. Are you sure you would like to exceed this?
Yeah.
We are playing at the recommended volume. You be like, this shit too low.
I can't even hear this shit.
Yeah, what the fuck?
That's
That shit
funny.
whispering.
It's serious though, bro.
That's
It's
facts.
gonna get deeper than that,
It
man.
will.
You know what I'm saying? But who gets though?
Hey, who knows how they're gonna tie AI and robotics into
Oh,
this?
yeah.
That's a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
You know?
AI crazy.
Hey, gentlemen,
Go ahead,
gentlemen.
you good, you good?
I'm legally blind, so I.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
yeah,
go
okay.
ahead.
I have
Move
bad
those
eyes.
back for
I
you,
ain't
man.
wanna-
Come
Sorry,
on through.
my bad.
Yeah,
You good?
I seen last time. Remember, I came get you. Always,
Yes,
you
sir.
know, try to
Oh, yeah,
represent.
yeah.
You know,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know me.
appreciate
I
that.
always come give you a couple hours.
Yes, sir.
I
Appreciate
got
that.
robbed the other night, man.
Oh man,
That sucks.
sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, they 3 dudes, man.
That's
Can't
crazy.
say no to homeless people.
No,
sometimes.
yeah, can't.
They got me.
I'd be safe.
Well,
man.
yeah,
be
yeah.
careful.
Safe, man.
Right. So where's we at? Yeah, Jake Wiggy, man. You know what I'm saying? Jake Wicker. I don't know if he told them that he was legally blind. But Jake crazy. But see, you're gonna get a lot of that happening in this earth, man. He's talking about they homeless, 3 homeless people got him, man. Look, all right.
Oh yeah, we just read something on that.
Gonna get crazy out here, man. I'm telling you, people back against the wall. They homeless, so they back against the wall.
Yep.
You know?
Extreme measures.
And it's
Extreme times and call for extreme measures.
Right, bro. And that's why you got E gearing up and sending military vehicles all around the states. Why? Because he knows there's about to be unrest out here, some rebellion out here. He know it.
Yep.
It's going to happen, man. Right? This is, you can't avoid this. Right? But go ahead.
I got quick. 2nd Esdras 15.
Yeah.
This is 2nd Esdras 15 and verse 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
Right.
For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands."
And that's coming. You know, that's coming, man. There's a lot of people, and you got some people that just, they don't have the mentality of fight, battle. You know, some people just want to chill.
A lot of people be like, "I'm a lover, I'm a fighter."
Yeah, oh yeah, that's about to be out. Ain't nobody, you a what? Yeah, okay. You gonna be somebody's lover.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You talking about you're a lover, you're a fighter. Oh yeah, Sweet Pea, okay. It's gonna get real out here, man. Oh yeah.
Verse 16, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another.
Right.
They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power."
Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of that going on. A lot of people gonna say, you know what? You couldn't protect, you couldn't defend.
You lied to us.
Yeah, we're gonna do it ourselves. Yeah. Oh yeah, you lied to us. How you gonna tell me how much food I can eat in a week? You know what I'm saying? How you gonna, whatever the case may be, right? Eve gonna put the squeeze so bad where it's gonna be like, it's taking. See, first of all, we have this false idea of freedom. This is what Eve doing to us right now. He's giving people the false idea of freedom because we really don't have it. Really, if you go into the books, we don't have it.
That's
Not,
Jake.
not even just Jake. Jake 3/5 of a man. It's 3/5 of a man, right? All for Jake. So we already just
Through.
we through.
Done.
But
We cattle.
yeah.
Or less than.
Go ahead, less than, right? Because shoot, you get shot down innocently, you know, and your family might get some. Who knows? But
Let Harambe get shot.
come on, bro.
They got a whole court proceeding.
Oh yeah, you know,
It's an uproar for Harambe.
or
Justice for Harambe.
or the K
that was 2017.
or the K9 dog.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Talking
Oh,
about
that's assault of an officer.
talking about
He an officer.
yeah.
He's considered more valuable than you.
That
you
nigga's an
mean?
animal. That's an animal, nigga.
I got this in the etymology dictionary
Oh, no.
because we don't have freedom, we have liberty.
Ooh, well, go ahead, come on.
Right, so this is for the word liberty, right? Now it gives you from the 14th century free choice, freedom to do as one chooses. We'll get to the point. And when you go down here in the Latin, it says libertatem, which is civil or political freedom, condition of a free man, absence of restraint.
Oh, you said condition.
Yeah,
We under conditions.
condition, exactly.
We under conditions, bro.
free under conditions, right?
Conditionary freedom.
Permission.
Yeah, right. Yep. Yeah.
Oh, permits.
Oh yeah, cause when permit, right? Oh man.
You need to be permitted to be able to drive,
Yep,
permitted to be able
yep.
to travel, permitted to be able to
Yep.
do certain things, rent this, buy that.
Somebody said, I seen this the other day, they said, how do we go from having a revolutionary war for a 2% tax over a hot beverage to being taxed on all the things we're taxed on today?
Right. Ooh, crazy.
The American
Yeah.
Revolutionary War was over the tea tax.
Yeah, with the T-tax.
And now you taxing every aspect of life and ain't nobody doing shit about it. The IRS is an illegal establishment.
Known fact. Known fact.
But let you don't pay the IRS, your ass going to jail. They're going to garnish all your wages.
Fine, man.
Oh yeah, you got space.
I like that cookie. You gotta stay there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Yeah.
But anyway,
That's real. That's real.
you know.
That's
Hey,
real.
so hey, man, taxation without representation, okay, is what they call it, and it shouldn't exist. Okay, really, I think I heard somebody win something going against the IRS, but the average Jake ain't. That should not happen.
time
It's
consuming.
a headache, bro.
It is.
And I think I seen somebody talking about that too. He said, bro, for paying taxes.
Yeah, you can. Yeah,
He said-
some way you can win that because they legally they ain't supposed to be able to pursue you, but it's so
He said they gave
hard to do.
Yup.
What'd you say they did?
Yeah, they gave him hell behind
They did.
that.
They did.
Bro, that's
He won, but it was like,
Yep.
bro, it was so many legal loopholes
Yeah.
and so much shit he had to dodge, and it's just it's the norm and it's accepted that this is how things are, and that you ain't supposed to be able to get around it.
Yeah. Well, that's why America created the 13 colonies when they left. Well, not because of that, but I mean, they didn't like the way they was getting treated from the British,
Yep.
That's it.
right?
Yep.
So what
they
did they
came over
say?
here.
So what they say? You know what? We gonna dip off. We're gonna branch off, right? And that's they created the 13 colonies. Now there's other little things that took place, but the point was they didn't like how they was being fucking treated, so they dipped off,
Tax.
right?
Yep.
But you dipped off, and you killed the other people that was there. Though. You know what I'm saying? In the process of that,
Yep.
you know, as you started to
To
expand,
get your freedom,
to get your freedom.
you took somebody else's shit.
Niggas ain't talking about that shit though. The hell up out of here, man. Hey, you know how the Edomites be talking about America and people don't belong here. Well, neither do you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
you niggas ain't native to this land.
But yeah, fucking talking about you know how you read people's comment boards and shit.
Go back
And-
to where you
yeah.
fucking came from.
Yeah, the immigrants and shit. Oh, well, they're fleeing. Nigga, y'all fled too. That's what y'all did. You fled from the other Edomites.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But they be like, oh, they don't like the way they're being treated here in America, but they can go back from the country that they flee from and deal with that bullshit since they want to complain and don't want to deal with the bullshit here. And I'm like, nigga, y'all did the same shit. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You see? But y'all history so
Talking
swept
nigga.
under the rug. You know, y'all never want to bring up y'all shit where y'all
Y'all
stank.
dirty language.
Well,
y'all
yeah,
dirty,
y'all
laundry.
dirty laundry. But guess who bringing out that dirty laundry? Somebody get lift up the skirt.
Made
Made
Esau
bare.
bare.
You know, but that's what's happening through
Yeah.
these different videos.
Oh, shameful spewing shall be upon thy glory.
That's a nice one too. Yeah.
You know?
Then
Yeah.
then the Lord got them even doing it amongst themselves.
That's
They,
what I'm-
yeah,
Telling
taking out
the
the
fall
yeah,
upon
telling
themselves.
yeah.
Yeah, hey man, we love to see it.
Hell yeah.
Esau, you no longer viewed as this innocent, pure. Hey, but some people still look at you that way.
Some people.
But why do they do that? Because you portrayed yourself as the judges of the earth.
Mhm.
You portrayed yourself like you're God. You're who the world, you're Hawashai, who the world English calls Jesus Christ.
Mr. Falsified.
Yeah, you're God to these people, right? It's wicked, man. And that's the image that comes in people's mind is that's God.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Al.
Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Right.
Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind meal. Uncover thy locks, make bare the leg. Uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers.
Right. Now, when you think about a woman being tender and delicate, basically not being touched, America has experienced a war on their soil.
Yep.
Right? They've experienced a lot of internal wars, right? But not a war from another country, warring here on the soils of America.
Right.
Right? Now you got a term called war ravished, right? And this place is about to be ravished with war.
Right.
You know? So this place is no longer going to be tender and delicate.
Right.
You know?
Hey, but a war within and a war without.
Yeah.
Right.
And the Most High gives you imagery, you know. It said, uncover the locks, make bare the thigh. You know, because when a woman has chastity or, you know, she's maintaining her womanlyhood, she's covered up.
Yep.
But when it's time to reveal, you know, to her lover whatever she got going on, she starts showing you what the hair look like. She show you what the body look like and everything like that.
Yeah.
She getting ready to get fucked, man. You know.
Even when what's her name? She was on her way to see was it Jacob? Who was it she was coming to see? I'm trying to think
She
when
covered herself. Yeah, Isaac and Rebecca.
Yeah, when
She covered herself with a veil.
As soon as she seen him,
She was on the horse.
Yeah. Yeah, she covered herself, you know, until
It was gonna be a surprise, man.
Yeah. Right.
Verse 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Right, so she's being exposed. She's being stripped naked. You know, it's like you found out she committed infidelity, and she on stage, you could start ripping her dress. You ever seen that scene like in different movies?
Yeah, whenever, so basically like humiliation.
Yeah, like a humiliation.
Yeah.
They grab the skirt, and now she's spinning around in a circle.
They ripping it off her,
She
yeah.
done. All she got left is panties on, and she like, oh. You know what I'm saying? That's what's being. Yeah, she trying to cover up and shit. You can't cover up no more, Esau. Okay? You got bugged out Jake talking about slavery never happened. That's a part of the shame of this place, man. It's the slavery that happened to us, man. All right?
Or the ships don't exist.
Yeah, you
I'll
niggas
believe
is
it when
bugged
I
out.
see it.
You crazy, man.
Yeah, you gonna believe it when you see your Esau rekindle as that enemy spirit on your ass, nigga.
When he
You
shows,
gonna find out.
show itself, show the horns.
Then shall it be known that the prophet was among you.
Yep.
You know, or what he talk, what Ecclesiastes 12 say. All right, then you shall remember my words and be pricked therewith. You gonna remember that we told you that nigga was your enemy, nigga.
Yep.
Yeah, because when you think about it, Jake is in a worse mind state that they were when we were in slavery. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause at least in slavery now, come on, now the punishments and shit was harsh. I ain't saying that changed.
Right.
What I'm saying is that
Mentally.
we knew who the devil was.
Yeah.
Nigga, it was no doubt in our mind. We knew.
That's what we call
That's
it.
Massa.
Massa,
means,
yeah.
Massa means
Oppressor.
Oppressor, yeah, oppressor.
So that's
yeah.
we knew who Massa was. You feel what I'm saying? So we knew that. That wasn't hard to figure out. You know? But now people don't know.
My people do not consider it.
Them people, right.
The scriptures say, man.
Right. Oh, we knew though. We knew the importance. Like the importance of a family structure.
Mm-hmm.
Even back then. You know, but even within dealing with slavery, man, when psychology gets so deep, man, people don't understand how the mind works.
Yeah.
Like your mind is very powerful, and he knows that. It's the reason why he poisons us with all this bullshit. Because remember, your body's a big organ, a vessel. You see, and he poisons it each and every way that you can't even think of.
You gotta ask yourself a question. What spirit possessed Esau? You know, we seen with the whole scam-demic, right? To be wary of anything this nigga gives you for free.
Right.
What's a big thing that I ain't think about it till just now? Television. What possessed Esau to make these free stations on these airways? We didn't have to pay for that shit. Did you ever have to pay for over-the-air television? All you had to do was make sure you had a TV. The rest of it was free except cable. You see?
And that came later.
That came later.
Later, yeah, but basic cable.
But the basic stations,
That was-
you had them
10
shits.
channels.
10, 12, 13.
Yeah,
You know,
facts.
you get
Infomercials
a few of them bitches was fuzzy, but you know, you had a couple channels.
You got the 16.
And everybody used to watch the Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We watched that shit. Yeah. Oh, and then they would throw their little Christianity shit on there too, like late at night and shit.
Joe Osteen.
Yeah, all them little niggas, whatever, CD, TV, whatever the fuck that shit was. Christian Broadcast Network or TBN, Trinity Broadcast Network.
Yeah.
Either way, it just go to show you, he put a lot of money, free money that it costs money to run them places,
Oh,
and he gave it to you for free.
yeah. Oh, well,
Why? To control your mind.
Well, think about what else. Because some people didn't have TVs in a certain era back then too. But what else was it people getting?
Radio
though?
stations.
Boom, there you go.
Newspaper.
Newspapers.
So those are all different forms
All
of
the
media.
Magazines.
All different forms of this witchcraft, because that's how people
Picture
knew.
shows.
But that's how people knew, or that's how he informed people of what was taking place.
What was going on?
Bro, if you wasn't reading a newspaper, you didn't know what the hell was going
It was
on.
out of the loop.
Just saying you had no radio, no TV or something. I forget which came first, but I'm just saying.
No, facts.
The newspaper was the
That was
like
the main-
almost like the internet, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, before that, it was letters and shit.
Yeah. You know, and you took the time, you sat down and read. You know? So
That was your entertainment, ain't you?
Sit
Yeah.
down
And
at
that's what made conversation at tables. Oh man, did you read about what just happened, man?
Drinking your orange juice, sipping your coffee.
Read all about it.
Yep, your neighbor, you know what I'm saying? If they ain't know, you know how
I was just watching that Oppenheimer movie. That's what they was talking about. Hey man, you just read about Oppenheimer. He just made that. He just made the big boy.
yeah.
Hot off the presses.
You know?
When it was a new headline, well, they was quick to print that new
Yeah,
edition.
yeah. Yeah, it's funny. Oh, God. Right? You go ahead. Hey, but see, he created these different things, right? To really just what's the word? Not destroy, but manipulate and influence the minds of the people.
Right.
Right? So they can, mimic and think what they was told. Right? So, but it's the same thing happening now. But now it's just, we got the internet. Cell phones. You see? That's what we got. Go ahead.
This is 2 Esdras 15 and verse 17. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Yeah, we're gonna come into that time. You're gonna try to go place to place. And you ain't gonna be able to go for various different reasons. We're gonna see though when that time comes. We'll know. Go ahead.
Verse 18, it says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
We're coming into those times. It's gonna get real wicked out here, man. Watch, wait till people. We said it before. When people's back is against the wall, you're gonna see. Right? It's gonna be a dog eat dog world.
Right, killer be killed.
That's like that movie that came out on Netflix. What was that movie called again, bro? Whenever it was that family, they was in that Airbnb. It just recently came out. I forget what it's called. And the son, it was whenever the son got sick, and the one Edomite that was always stocking up on everything. He had all the different medicines and stuff. And the Jake took him there, whose house it actually was. And Jake took the dude there. What was that?
And that's when they was looking for dude like.
He was like, yeah, I know you got help us, and he pulled out the shotgun on him. Remember when that airplane was coming past and
now,
he was jumping?
That's when the son let him in, or the daughter and son let him in?
Leave the world behind.
Leave the world behind.
Oh, okay.
Leave the world behind. Yeah, that's whenever the Teslas and all that was crashing and everything. Whenever the planes was coming through and dropping all them different little warnings and everything. But
And
yeah,
you know what? There's been planes falling out the sky from a particular company. You know?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Falling out the sky. So a lot of these different things are orchestrated.
Yep.
Right, good. All right, go ahead.
Wait, yeah. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Yep, see the lack of bread, right? For great tribulation, meaning it's gonna be hell, right? People, a lot of people. You got some people that just do shit just because they wicked, But a lot of people do things because they need it, Yeah. Like you just do. A lot of people ain't just running around just because. Like they do stuff because they need it, right? So this is what we're gonna see. It's gonna be a lot of lack of bread out here. Right? It's gonna be a lot of people about to be in a hard, and people are already in a hard position, man. You know how hard it is to find a gig? Bro, I put an application in, I did like 30 applications, bro. Like 3 weeks ago. Now I still got a gig, but I was just seeing something else out there that's better for a few more dollars. I ain't get, none of them said nothing back to me.
What was up?
And I got my resume stacked, I got certificates in.
You qualify.
I qualified. You know what I'm saying?
You qualify for these things.
A lot of people can't get certified in the stuff I know. So I'm like, well, how the hell if I qualify and I can't get this? Like, what the fuck else doing? How they getting back? Right. You see what I'm saying? Like how? But a lot of you people that still, coasting, so to speak. That's once Eve start putting that hammer, that hammer down on you, because a lot of people coast because they got this government help.
Yep.
But that government help is gonna come to a point where, hey yo, you got to get down with this. This is the new system.
In order to keep receiving these benefits.
In order to keep receiving these benefits, bro. Right? Because a lot of people, look, man, they want to have this system locked down. Because Jake is still Yaquab in the system.
Yep.
Like I'm talking about Yaquab in the system, bro.
Various ways.
I didn't even know he was still able to Yaquab in the way people are doing it. Yeah, they're gonna get rid of that shit. For real.
There are ways.
Yeah. Like finessing for real. Right, go ahead.
Yep. This is Proverbs chapter 6, verse 30. Men do not despise a thief if he steals to satisfy his soul when he is hungry. So you got a lot of Jake that they'll steal because they trying to survive.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, but they're put in that position.
I dig it.
You know?
I dig it.
And when it comes to the men of the Lord, right? Hey, you know, as King Solomon prayed, give me food that's convenient for me,
Right.
so that I don't steal and take the name of my power in vain, or be so rich that I forget to say who is the Most High.
Yeah.
Right. So we aim to be in between. We got our daily bread, got our necessities taken care of.
Yeah.
You know.
And again, the difference we ain't gonna be stealing. We just gotta go to the Spirit. Remember, the disciples went to that field of corn and they ate the corn.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't say who field of corn it was.
Right.
But they got their grub on.
But you know what, too, according to the law, and that was really for the poor.
They
You're
glean it.
supposed to, left some stuff to
Supposed to
glean.
leave a little
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so that was really, part of our culture. You know?
Yeah, because you know what I'm
It would have been
saying?
lawful to do so.
Right, bro. You know, we look out for each other. Even what it talks about, what the fatherless and the widow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It was all took care of.
Yeah.
You see? Like, I mean, we had perfect law and order,
Structure. Yeah,
Structure.
yeah.
right? No, not no more. This is madness.
What if we got a capitalist system? What would that system have been? Where we look out for the less fortunate.
Less fortunate.
I don't know what it would have been
They talking
called. They
about
got
here?
Well, here we got capitalism, where they don't give a fuck about the less
You know, that was
fortunate.
down.
But they got other systems where, it kind of sweeps and covers the lower level people too. Because capitalist is whatever you can do, that's what you get. That's it economically. But then you got other systems where the less fortunate get taken care of. They got feudalism. I don't know what other ones they have.
Yeah, feudalism.
There's different ones, but anyway, whatever. They had a different system.
It's here, like system.
No,
that they
just
got
different
They-
systems
systems
of how
that
they
exist.
organize
Yeah,
society.
yeah.
Like,
Different-
you ever watch that movie Animal Farm?
Animal Farm.
That's what Russia, how they ran their.
Well, but see that shit ain't working too good. Cause people are hurt through.
Well, no. What I'm saying is that they teach you about it in like certain things you go to, like when you learn about world histories and governments and stuff like that.
Socialism.
You learn about socialism. That's one of them.
Communism.
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 That's like China.
So there's different
Yeah.
structures set up in different countries.
Right.
Like how when you over there in what was it, where Muammar Gaddafi was, they didn't have to pay for housing.
Oh, yeah, okay,
They didn't have to pay for medical. Everybody was given these
right.
these things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, things that you
Basic necessities
Yes.
you need.
Yes. Yep.
So you got
Yep.
systems. You got different countries. They got different systems.
I know what you mean, but yep.
Right. So
Correct.
what's it?
I got the definition of communism.
What does that one say?
This is on Google. The definition of it says a simple definition of communism. It says communism is a type of government as well as an economic system, a way of creating and sharing wealth. In a communist system, individual people do not own land, factories, or machinery. Instead, the government or the whole community owns these things. Everyone is supposed to share the wealth that they create.
It's a commune.
Yeah.
People come
Community.
together. It's communal.
Right.
So things are shared by the community. Now it's easily corrupt because there's usually one person at the head of
That'll
it.
dictate everything.
Whatever they say goes. Got a dictator. But the idea in itself ain't bad.
Nah.
It ain't.
And we share and share alike. We did that during the time of the apostles.
Everybody
Right.
eats.
Everybody eats.
Right. And then one thing they push in that type of society is each person has their role in the community. And there's a movie called in a book it's called Animal Farm, where they use farm animals basically to show you how communism works.
To dictate roles. Like everybody has a role.
Yeah, bro.
Right.
But bro, society. Bro, that's how society should be set up.
Yeah.
Like
In a righteous way.
in order to flourish, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I get a crew of, I should say how many ever, like even men and women, right? And we trying to start a community. We going to all sit there and counsel on whose strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah, who's good at what?
Who's good at what? I don't care if you say, oh, well, I like building. Well, let's see what you can do. You know what I'm saying?
Your ass you might like that shit, but they may not be your role, nigga.
You know what I'm
you
saying?
good at it.
That's what I'm
Your ass
saying,
might
though.
be, you might be a farmer, nigga.
Yeah, right.
You might be a cooker, nigga.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like you
Better
might
build that burger.
You
nigga.
might like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You might like that, but you like, and everybody doing their different things, and you just watch what they call that when a person is
Speculate.
I'm not speculating, but you know, you just observe. Instead, you just
Shadow.
observe,
Shadow.
and you just observing, and you just everybody going into the different sections and doing different shit, and you kind of see somebody's strengths and weaknesses, but you might write it down like, okay, boom, he not.
It's like a management position.
You know what I'm
But
saying? You write everything down.
Right.
You
That's
know what I'm
the
saying?
king and his those underneath him do. His government.
Or
Right,
like a
right.
scribe.
Right, so you like shit, you know, it get to it and you be like, all right, look, you know what? Yeah, you a farmer. Oh, but I'm trying to build. Yo.
You saw you build.
Yeah.
Nigga nails was hanging out the side.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Bro, like, you know what I'm saying?
But when the sheep came over there, and you picked up the stick, and you perfectly guided that nigga to the pen, that's your call.
It's your-
Go do that shit.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, your best, the way you're productive the most is doing this, not this.
Right.
You don't give a fuck what you want to do.
You know what I'm saying?
This is what you gotta do.
Right. But Esau don't do it that way. But Esau just throw people just anywhere.
Yeah, random.
Just random position. You know what I'm saying?
Figure it out.
Talking about, oh, he sucks. Well, did you figure out to put him in another position? Just like at a job. Got this work at this certain area. And I'm like, why didn't you put him in another? He sucks. We're about to fire him. Why don't you try to put him in a different area?
Try him out.
Right.
I mean, what the fuck are you talking about? What if that he's weak at the area, he might struggle somewhere else. Just gonna fire him because he's weak there? But they don't think like that, bro. They just think about the
A lot of
money.
that shit be power. bro.
Bullshit, man.
A lot of people get threatened by, you gotta understand, well, we talk about this all the time. There's certain roles that require intellectual aptitude.
Yes, yeah.
There's certain roles that require physical aptitude.
Right,
I
bro.
got you.
If you are intellectual, you threaten the people that are in intellectual roles. So if you come into a situation and you know, that's a big ass right.
That's
You
what I
come
said.
into a situation and you know you're more of a thinker, the management might get worried about you because now you're threatening their position.
Yep.
But they're supposed to be the thinkers. You come in there, you got ideas of how to run things better than they do. Oh, that nigga's a threat.
Oh, well, I heard a business, we're going to get back to this. I heard a business dude said something about that. He said, even if you are a great thinker, he says, a lot of times,
You gotta play stupid.
he said, hold back.
You gotta play stupid.
Because they'll tell them.
They'll get rid of you.
Yeah.
You're your competition.
Yep.
They gotta get you the fuck out of there. They might even, it ain't even that they dislike you. That motherfucker's right there too. He dipping. It ain't that they dislike you, but you're a threat to their position.
Yep.
There's only so many thinkers and managers that they can have at one time.
And on top of that, you can end up potentially passing them, and they
There you go.
get fired.
Yep.
So in order for
Why
me
would
to
they ever
stop
let
that
you?
shit-
They're gonna stomp you. This is how you get ahead in America. You stomp down the other guys and you climb on their backs.
Yeah.
To
Stepping
get-
stone.
Yeah,
Right.
Hammers and nails. Go ahead, Art.
And that's what scriptures talk about. Meaning, where it says he shall seek to take your place. That's how Esau get down.
Yep.
And that's how he influences and train other people to get down.
Yep.
But I got this right here. Just basically on what all the brothers was talking about. We was talking about communism, right? Everybody has their role to play in a kingdom. You got those, like the brother was saying, intellectuals. They whether they be scribes or they write down the history, or they be treasurers of the whole kingdom, like the Ethiopian eunuch. He was a treasurer for the queen of Ethiopia, right? So you got different roles in the kingdom. It says or in a kingdom.
Yep.
So this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 38 and verse 24. It says, the wisdom of a learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure. Right? So you get wisdom by having the freedom to read. Right? That's what leisure really goes into, reading. It says, and he that hath little business shall become wise. Right? Now this is why what? It says in order to have a king in Israel, he has to know the whole book of the law. So he got to do a lot of reading.
You gotta study.
He got to do a lot of studying, so he knows the basis. He has the basis on how he makes, or what he goes back to as reference to make judgments.
Ooh. You would even think, if you even think about it from a carnal aspect, they typically would come from a royal lineage, which would afford them the opportunity to be raised in these situations where they didn't have to work. Why? Because their daddy was a king. You can even think about it now. Of course, the Lord did it for his own purposes. But you can even think about it how King David, he went from being a shepherd to being a king. And ultimately through the Spirit, he ended up making a few mistakes. But Solomon was raised up with a king for a father. He didn't have to go tend the sheep and do none of that. He was able to focus completely on the law. And through the Spirit, he was Yahweh Shai. So that's ultimately why he had the wisdom he did. But still, like, you know, it makes sense from a carnal aspect why they would have that time, that leisure time. Because their parents before they would typically be royalty.
Right.
Taken care of.
And then you got the prophets around the king, so he's learning as much, getting all that stuff.
The
That counsel
advisors
from
and such, yeah.
See, I was going to what I was going to say. For different advisors and scribes. Usually, when the prince is about to inherit the throne, you know, you have a tutor, right? And they would teach him, as he would watch his dad or his father. You know, they would tell him to learn different things, right? They would say, look, go to whatever they would call that place and read the history, like the wars and different things like that. They'll tell him to read certain stuff, just so he can have an idea.
Yeah, right.
Or throw it out there to him, like, look, I remember we had this, or your father, or your great, whatever, grandfather, he had a situation with King Lulu, right? Go check that out and see how this was handled and took place. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to study and be a king, you have to go do that. Because then what if the advisor be like, well, how did that take place? Well, I don't know. Well, then I ain't talking to you until you go read that to show if you're serious or if you're worthy to take the throne.
Yeah.
Because then he got to report back to the king.
Because you need to know these things. I said, bro, I want you to learn something important what happened in that matter.
You need to be able to judge ultimately.
Yeah, and I can tell you, but I'd rather you read it.
Gain an understanding of why things went the way they went.
Right.
So that when you come into situations, it might be slightly different, but you can make the correct judgment because of what you learn. You can learn from the past.
Romans 15:4.
All things that were written aforetime were written for our learning.
Yep.
Okay, so you look at the history to know what to do in the future.
Job 8:8. Inquire of thy father.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Seek for the old past. Go ahead.
It's so this devil, these elites do this with their children, right?
Yep.
They might not even go to a so-called school, right? But they may have people in a company. Look, you're gonna run my company. This is who you're gonna learn from, and then they learn, and then they put them in a position to test out to see, okay, he's doing good. He's able to make these judgments. He's doing good on this. All right, well, we're gonna put him in a higher position, right? It's the same thing.
You know the station's at?
Huh?
The transit station, the bus station?
Yeah, that way.
Oh, yes, yep.
Just walk straight down. You'll see.
Yeah. That's beautiful lapper, right?
Thank you. I appreciate
Well,
it.
what else you got? You guys sports?
Touch it.
I'm not
This
touching
is
it.
All right, go ahead, brother.
Yeah,
This is
right.
totally-
So I'm gonna continue reading.
Oh, well, they're beautiful.
So it says, how can he get
so,
wisdom
the
that
transit-
holdeth the
This
plow?
way?
The train station's right. Just go straight out and you'll see it. You'll
Which
see
street?
it. You'll see it. Just go straight down that way.
Yep, just straight down.
Where the yellow shirt guys going, just go that way.
Yep.
Yep, no problem.
It says, how can he get wisdom that holdeth the plow, and he that glorieth in the gold? I believe the gold is the instrument that well, we can look that up, but it deals with farming. You know?
Yeah, you got too much. How can you study and learn if you got too much time on your hands? I mean, not too much time on your hands. When you're little time, you're steady working.
Yeah.
You know?
Because certain work that brothers do is very laborious.
When you get to
know?
working and you sit down,
Yeah,
it's
it's
like,
a
nah,
little-
no.
Now, granted, it can be done, but man, it's destructive to the body.
It mostly happens audio wise.
It's destructive to the body, man.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, that's why people be having sleep deprivation and all that stuff.
Yep.
Be acting crazy and delusional at work because you like, no, like, you gotta work, you gotta study, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. You be through, man. You know?
And even in everything you do, it takes up energy.
Yeah.
You know?
Much study is a weakness of the
Weird
flesh.
flesh,
Right. Your brain actually burns calories from thinking. That's why people who be working in the office all day, calculating and doing certain stuff, they'll come home and they'll be so tired.
Burnt out, bro. Burnt out. You know what I'm saying? You don't get enough time to rest, bro. For real, man. Don't even. Go ahead, bro. Right.
So I got the circus running 24 hours a day.
Crazy,
To
bro.
wear out the saints.
You know what I'm saying? 24-hour places. Little cage, just fuck around this man.
Right.
Hold on.
It says that
Well, it's
drive.
called Sin City. It's one
Yeah,
of them.
bro.
Las Vegas.
It says that driveth oxen and is occupied in their labors, but whose talk is in the bullocks. Right? So you have people who are, they're just occupied in that field. In other words, you can call these like the trades.
But ultimately, out of the abundance of the heart does the mouth speak. The more you do in these particular things, it begins to be all you talk about.
Yeah.
You know what happened, let's say you raising dogs, or you know what happened with the one dog did this and the other one did that, and I had to clean this up, and then this is a problem, and then we got to train it. You know, you doing hooves, and the corn they had made them throw up, so we got to get some new corn, and that's all you talking about, because that's all you doing.
Right, and that is those people are needed. Right? But when it comes to judgment, those people have their place, and those who are in rule for judgment have their place.
Yep.
Right? You got kings and you got servants. But all these people work together for the betterment of the entire kingdom.
Yep.
It says, so every let me see here. He that giveth his mind to make furrows and is diligent to the kind fodder, so every carpenter and workmaster that laboreth night and day, and they that cut engrave seals, and are diligent to make a great variety, and give themselves to the confederate imagery, and watch to finish a work. The smith also, sitting by the anvil and considering the iron work, the vapor of fire wasteth his flesh, and he fighteth with the heat of the furnace. And the man,
He the drain a nigga, boy.
if you know about them ancient furnace, because I used to do certain stuff where I had to go close to a furnace wearing leather stuff just to, you making different pottery and stuff. That shit is hot. Used to hate having to do that shit, right?
Bro, when you get done, I won't say it's exactly the same, but even when you be in a hot ass kitchen and you cooking, and you get through, you don't want to do nothing else, nigga. You want to go sit down. Yeah, you want to be done, nigga. Get under a fan or AC and just relax when you get through. Especially if you be in there a few hours.
Right.
You be like, I ain't doing shit else. I'm done. Go ahead.
Yeah. Because it said what? He fighteth with the heat of the furnace,
heat,
man. You know? He got to put, piece of metal, he got to put it in there, right? He's like, oh, shit, it's kind of hot. You got to get it in there real quick, come back, man.
Step away. Sweating
man.
through.
Damn near got burned his arm.
You trying to hammer out some shit. Sweat dripping in your eye, and then your eye burning.
Right,
It's
right.
crazy, man. Go ahead.
You're burned by that salt. It says the noise of the hammer and anvil is ever in his ear. He go to sleep and he dreaming about ding, 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 over and over, man.
Facts.
Right? It says, and his eyes look still upon the pattern of the thing that he maketh. He setteth his mind to finish his work, and watcheth to polish it perfectly. He doth so doth the potter sitting at his work. I was just mentioning that. It says, turning the wheel about with his feet, who is always careful, set at his work, and maketh all his work by number. I'm gonna try to get to the point.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
It's a lot.
Damn.
It's a lot.
Even when because it's weird because I
It's very
mentioned
specific.
the food that the cows eat, and it said that the kind fodder is the food, and it said they're making the farrows and the kind fodder. Every one of these jobs are very meticulous. They're very skillful jobs.
Yeah.
That you had to learn how to do these things. Okay.
They're trades.
They're time consuming though. There's particular jobs you can do that are very lucrative, but they become very time consuming. You could do mixing and mastering, but you have to take years of perfecting your ears in order to be a perfect mix and masterer. It's very particular things that you gotta perfect and put time and effort into, and it could get in the way of doing the things of the spirit. At the end of the day, you can become a master of blacksmith, but can you master these scriptures?
Mm-hmm.
You know, go ahead.
And that's where you make sacrifice.
Right.
Right?
You're gonna be no master blacksmith. You're
You're gonna be alright.
you might be an intermediate.
Or intermediate.
You know,
Or you could be. And,
You might be-
You know,
you might be
it,
adept.
It depends on the situation you're in. You know.
you might be naturally inclined to it.
Yeah.
You know, but go ahead.
Right. It says I'll just get to the point right here. It says all of these trust to their hands, and everyone is wise in his work. Right. So like you were saying, they have knowledge. They know this particular knowledge, very meticulous with what they do.
Yep.
It says, without these cannot a city be inhabited. So you need these people. They have their role. Right? He's good at farming, he's a farmer. Okay, he's gonna supply the kingdom with the food that they need. Right? He's a blacksmith, he's gonna provide all the metal, even weapons or plows, or he's gonna do that. That's what he does.
Yep.
Right? And they'll you know, the kings will even donate or give money so that he can do what he does, so that the kingdom can flourish.
Well, remember what happened when they lost Loki? And
Oh yeah, he's the boat builder.
the boat builder, the master boat builder.
Vikings.
And the Vikings.
Yep.
He was the master boat builder. Because remember, they like, yo, we can't. These ain't like Loki's boats. Like they can't.
They're not holding
Is it
together with
Loki?
Loki is the demigod
Floki,
from Avengers and stuff.
So
That's
is it
Loki.
Floki?
It's
Loki is
Loki?
Thor's brother.
Yeah, Loki. That's yeah.
Okay,
that's,
so
that's
Loki,
the,
but yeah, his name was Floki.
Yeah.
Floki. All right. Well, yeah. Like so, I forget what took place. But
The boat wasn't swimming. The boat wasn't boating, nigga.
when
It was
Floki
like,
dipped off.
Yeah, he went to that land.
Hey yo, when he dipped off, they was like,
They was in an uproar.
upgraded because he's the master boat. Can't nobody. They had to go look for him. Like, we got to find him. We got to find him. We need, and I think he built the last one before this shit took place with him. But he took the last because I think they were a battle or something.
Right.
But they needed it. You know what I'm saying? They needed that
His skills.
craftsmanship. Yeah.
Especially
You know what I'm
because the way he was making those boats, how they would skip across the sea, like how they wanted specifically how certain stuff made. He was
that's
he
how
was
it
dope.
be.
He was dope.
That's right. Right. It says, without these cannot a city be inhabited, and they shall not dwell. And they shall not dwell where they will, nor go up and down.
Yeah.
It says they shall not be sought for in public council. So council amongst the people, right? They, like you said, all they talk about. All they talk about is what they do. Blacksmith, all he talks about is blacksmith stuff. That's not things of judgment on how to organize people.
All I know. This is what I'm doing.
There's a precept that comes to mind where it says, "Don't ask a coward in questions and manners of war."
Right, or
you know,
a slothful man about work.
business. Right. So you're not gonna ask somebody who ain't a judge that ain't studied in the law on the matters of the law. You want to know about metalworking? Ask the blacksmith.
Yep.
You want to know about cow food? Ask the nigga that's doing the cow shit. You can't ask them for, like I said, they should not be salt in the councils, man.
That's right.
What a blacksmith? I know that nigga. Let me see what that nigga think. I'm like, I don't know. I think I still hear the ringing of the hammer in my ear, nigga. Your ears ain't ringing? You don't hear that shit?
Right.
Ding.
It says
I gotta go.
nor sit high in the congregation, which is what? The assembly of the Israelites.
Right.
Congregation is with the flock.
Yeah.
Right? Nor sit high in the congregation. Right. They shall not sit on the judge's seat, nor understand the sentence of judgment. They cannot declare justice and judgment.
Right.
They shall not be found where parables are spoken. But they will maintain the state of the world. They will maintain the state of the world. So you need these people in the kingdom.
Yeah.
Right? Like I said, today it would be called trades. Skilled trades.
Yeah.
Right? And there's a lot of them. Outside of, electrician and HVAC, there's other skilled trades, man.
Mechanics, welders.
It says, but they will maintain the state of the world, and all their desire is in the work of their craft. Right? But those who are, you know, into the judgments, the scriptures, meditating upon that day and night, those are going to be the judges.
That's their craft, right? The prophets, their craft.
It was said that all their desire was in the workings of their hands. That's their whole life. As the scriptures say, and I was talking about this earlier. You cannot serve two masters. Either you will love to the one and hate the other, or you will cleave to the one and forsake the other, despise the other. Right. So, if you're so focused on whatever it is, you can't serve the Lord. You can't. Ultimately, these are professions for profit, right? See, you can't serve the Most High and Mammon,
Right.
which is the god of money.
Yeah. When you think about a lot of the prophets, you know, they might have had a woman and children or whatever, but hey, they would be secluded from everybody else. It talks about Elijah, how he was basically he was a man of the field. He lived out in the wilderness. Same thing with John the Baptist, out in the wilderness. You know, so they would focus. Their whole focus was on prophecy, man. They might have did different things to make money for daily bread, but their whole focus was on prophecy, man.
And I really wonder what type of life the different priests was having, because you had to be ceremonially clean to do a sacrifice.
They had to have a disciplined regimen.
Yeah, you got a wife, but if you pop her, you unclean till evening. So when did you get to do it? I guess every evening after you did all these sacrifices, then you finally get some. Make sure you wash up clean.
You know what?
Before the sun goes down.
Yeah, that's the logical.
Yeah, but go ahead.
But yeah, that's all I had on that.
This is Romans chapter 15 and verse 4.
That's right.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
You know, it's tying up, and we're going back into it. You see, it's about the comfort. See, the scriptures is what give us comfort, right? But we had to go back into it to see it, right? Or to read it. But it says it was written for our learning. Yeah. Going back to what? Reading are the things that was taking place. You would read what happened to our forefathers, right? Of why they believed the way they did. You know? Had the faith the way they did. You know, and various different things.
Yeah, and be comforted in certain situations.
Right. You know?
Knowing the judgments that happened back then, of men and women in certain situations, and how they was protected and da.
Yep.
That's why I said through patience and comfort of the scriptures, we might have hope.
Yep.
Go ahead, Alex. We learn from the past. That's one of the best things you can do as an individual, is learn from others' mistakes. And that's why you look at what happened in the past. You look at other people's examples. What does it say? Them that sin rebuke before all that others may fear. You see somebody doing something, you like, oh shit, nigga, let me not do that. Let me make sure I try to keep my flesh in, and that I don't go that pathway. Because them results, I don't want them results.
Well, that's why we have public judgments.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? That sets you straight real quick.
What did he do? That nigga knocked that on the side of the road. They done bricked him deleted this nigga with bricks.
And it's one of them things where it's like, you know, it's in our traditions. Everybody's coming outside.
Yeah.
Yes, everybody's coming. You know, because because the way our cities was and how things was built, it wasn't like you can hear the people going to
hear what was going on.
Who was taking place? What was going to the thing? Like, you're going to the thing. You know, it ain't like I got my surround sound on, so I couldn't hear it. That's why I wasn't there.
I had my AirPods in.
No, bro, like.
Man, I was on the game, man. I just won this round of Warzone. Nigga, what happened?
That.
Old boy got judged, dog.
He was there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You heard everything.
Oh my God.
And it was almost like a must.
Yeah.
Like a must that you had to be there.
Yeah.
Because that's how you what did it say? To cause the nigga to leave Israel or something to that effect.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
That's why they got judged.
Yeah. That's why. But yeah, that's it. Okay. All right. Let's close out. Or whoever,
Oh yeah, okay. So hey, with that, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone that taught us this word. And shalom to the hopeful elect brothers and few sisters out there that believe in this word and that fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Shalom.
Right. Shalom.
The Bible ball.
Bible ball.
It's crazy, bro. Going in.